Shalom, shalom. This is the brother Tasabah coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. Before I start off, I want to give all praises, glory, and highest honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rokakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there. They're spreading this word, this sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, as you see the title of this lesson, Cynthia, let me see. Cynthia Erivo claims they/them pronouns date back to the Garden of Eden. Oh my goodness, man. The madness that is going on in this world, man. Looking at this demonic entity over here, man, already giving me the chills, man. You know she be on some wickedness, man. You know she be on some wickedness. On top of that, you know, she actually played in the recent movie, which is called Wicked. Ain't no way I'm gonna let my children watch that movie, man. Because it's most likely a bunch of spells inside of it. Okay? Before I go on, let me check this out real quick. When I just type in her name, it says Cynthia Erivo. She identifies as queer and bisexual. Erivo is dating actress and producer Lena Waite. So basically, you know, she's a bundle of sticks. AKA Emo, AKA Skittle Gang, you know, Alphabet Squad, whatever you want to call it. So instead of them, you know, just keeping their business by themselves, they choose to, you know, do some bugged out shit and make bugged out statements, which really drops the level of intelligence of the whole world. If this is being accepted as a norm, this is being accepted as you know, truth, which that's where the world is heading, man. The world is heading into a great, or it's already perverse as hell, but it's becoming more simple by the day. You know, certain statements that are being made are just beyond your imagination, man. You understand? I saw this dude. He was walking the streets and he saw this Skittle Gang person walking her dog. Okay, so this Skittle Gang person was being asked what is whether the dog she's walking with, whether it's a boy or a girl, and then she said, "Oh, it's a boy," and then he said, "Oh, how do you know?" And then you saw her thinking, "What the fuck? I got caught." You understand? I got caught heavy. So even their own brain is not functioning properly when you ask certain questions, and they themselves have to think about it literally, how they will respond in their new, you know, way of thinking. Because automatically the brain says the dog is walking with a big ass ball of sack of balls, you know, between his legs. This is a boy. You understand? So the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, yeah, it's a boy. You know. Shalom to the brothers and sisters out there. Yahweh Shemir Shai Brakatam. Okay, Arakia from Finland says, Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Yeah, man. So a lot of folly is being pushed, man. So this entity, I'm gonna call her an entity because that's really what she is, because she claims that the they/them pronouns date back to the Garden of Eden. And I'm gonna show you that ain't the case, because I'm gonna break down what it's really talking about. But I do have to say that they/them is in the Bible. You know, I'm gonna show you that too. So it says wicked star you know, Wicked as the being the movie, star Cynthia Erivo says it's not easy when people do not use they them pronouns. Man, keep it to your fucking self, man. If you want to be called, you know, a freaking demon having multiple personalities or whatever you refer yourself to, keep it to your fucking self, man. Ain't nobody should be forced in a way to call you whatever you are not. You're not, you know, you're not multiple. You are a singular person. Why do you want to have pronouns used towards you that are not correct? Why are you forcing this down people's throat? And that's really the problem. It's really Esau is really the blame for that, because Esau allows all this crap to happen, man. You understand? It's a bunch of crap, man. You understand? So let me go to the article, man. This was something else. Let me go to the article. So this is the People's Voice TV. Hollywood star Cynthia Erivo claims they them pronouns date back to the Garden of Eden. Hollywood actress Cynthia Erivo, star of the Oscar-nominated film Wicked, recently gave a speech at the GLAAD Media Awards where she demanded that everybody in the world use preferred pronouns because they date back to the Garden of Eden and have been used since the dawn of time. So like I said, man, if these people just keep to themselves, we just patiently wait upon Yahweh Shem Shai to root you wicked ass people out, man. Because the Heavenly Father ain't down with this. Yahweh Shem Shai is not supporting it. Yahweh Shem Shai ain't looking at y'all like, oh, you know, it's just ignorance or whatever. Nah, man. This is straight up Satanism. This is straight up wickedness. And it's being pushed by Esau. Okay, who's the son of Satan. So if we go to the book of Genesis, okay, that she's referring to, it's Genesis chapter 5. Genesis chapter 5 verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that the power powers created man, in the likeness of the powers made he him. Okay, so in the in the likeness of let me see, the powers made he him. So when you go into that word God, it says Alahayim. Okay, Alahayim. So these are the angels. The word yam at the end of a word, at the end of a Hebrew word, makes it plural. Okay, it makes it plural because there are multiple. Okay, your personality doesn't become plural if you are only one person. You know, the amount of spirits that you got on yourself, that is what's plural. You know, but then let's just go into that. You know. Anyway, verse 2, Genesis chapter 5 verse 2. Male and female created he them, blessed them, and called their name Adam. So it's like in the day when they were created. So this is most likely what she's referring to. She ain't pulling no scripture. She ain't doing none of that. But I already know where this wicked demon is pulling her ideas from. Okay, she's pulling it from this. Now it says, male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name. So she want to refer to, oh, Adam is they, them, or Adam is their. Multiple, you know, plural. Which is bullshit, man. The reason that it says that the powers called their name Adam is because in the beginning you had the creation of mankind, which those people were called Adam. Now, if you go into the word Adam in the Blue Letter Bible, if you go into the word Adam, it says man, mankind, which is off. It's going off. Okay, because Here you see the Hebrew, Adama, Adama. Okay, look at it good. Adama is most likely it's mirrored, but you know, you get the point. Actually, now you can read it from from left to right. If y'all see it mirrored, I'm not sure. But it says Adama, and then it says mankind. Now, I'm going to show you something. If I go to the word ground, if I go to the word ground in Genesis, Genesis 2 and 5. Let me just read it real quick. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for Yahweh's powers had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. Okay? So the word for ground in the Hebrew, what does it say? Adama. Adama. Okay? Which means what? Ground, soil, land. Okay? And let me see. Earth, ground. You see? Now, out of what did the Most High's powers, out of what did the Lord's powers create mankind? Out of the ground. So thus the name for the first people that were ever created is called ground, in the Hebrew Adama. Okay, so these, he called their name Adama. He called their name basically the Adamites, which the word ites in the Hebrew means people. Okay, so when you become a nation, you are called ites. So then the Adamites, okay, are the people of the ground. They were called Adama, and he called their name Adama because there were multiple people that were Adam. Okay, now when you go into the rib of Adam, okay, Eve was Adam's rib. Let me go into that real quick too. It says Genesis chapter 2 verse 21, and Yahweh's powers caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof, and the rib which Yahweh's powers had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Now this is a symbolic verse, and the place where you can find the same reference is also in Genesis, when Laban met with Jacob. Okay, so this is Genesis chapter 29 verse 13. And it came to pass, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob his sister's son, so that's his little nephew, Laban is the uncle of Jacob, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month. So Eve, being of the rib of Adam, meaning he's bone, she is a bone of his bone, and flesh of his flesh, means she is part of that first created group which was called Adam, and he called their name Adam. She was part of those first created of the ground. Okay, so the common concept in this world is that Adam and Eve were the only two that were created in the beginning, and the whole world comes from Adam, Adam and Eve, which is true. The whole world does come from Adam and Eve, but that does not mean that there were not multiple Adamites created in the beginning. Because when you go back to the creation in Genesis 1 and 27, Genesis 1 and 27, if I'm correct, it says, Genesis 1 and 27. So the powers created man in his own image, in the image of the powers created he him, male and female created he them. And the powers blessed them, and the powers said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. So here it mentions that the Heavenly Father already created male and female in Genesis chapter 1. But then in Genesis chapter 2, the Most High decides to give Adam his wife, which was Eve, but it already mentions that there were male and female created. There were already Adamites created, which were male and female. Okay, so the whole reference of the them and their and they is because there were multiple Adamites, not one singular person having a pronoun which is plural. That's bullshit. It's the biggest bullshit. But guess what? This world is fucked up, man. This world is completely losing it. Okay, let me see. What was that again? This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? So everything is being put upside down, and this world is walking in total madness, total chaos. People is bugging the hell out continuously, man. Really like a real perverse nation, man. That's why the scripture also says this in the book of Proverbs. Let me see. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth Yahweh, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. And that's really what is going on, man. Esau allows this perverseness to go on because Esau despises the Most High. Esau despises Yahweh Shem Yahshai. They know what's finna happen to them soon enough. They know what's gonna happen, man. So they have a certain evil heart towards Yahweh Shem Yahshai and everything that belongs to the Lord. Okay? The word despise in the Hebrew is bazah. To despise, hold in contempt, disdain, regard with contempt, to be vile and worthless. That's how they look at the Most High. That's how they look at this truth. That's how they look at the Israelites, the chosen, the blessed nation. They look at us with disdain. Okay, now the word perverse in the Hebrew is lawaz. Oh no, slakia, lawaz. It says to depart, turn aside, to go wrong, to go crooked, perverse, to be lost from view, to become devious. Now, when you go into the Etem online, because this goes back to the Hebrew version of perverse, but when you look it up, it goes back to the Latin, of course. Perverse. Late 14th century, wicked. Now, isn't that funny? Her main role was in the movie Wicked. The Wicked actress, Cynthia Erivo. Bugged out Jake, if she is even a Jake, man. And I always found her a creepy ass demon, man. What was this other movie she was playing in? Harriet Tubman. She played Harriet Tubman, which is on Netflix right now. I don't know if it's the same case over there with the brothers in America. Most likely that movie been on Netflix already. But in Holland, it is recently posted on Netflix. And I see that the Netflix series and movies in Holland are not the same as in America or other places in the earth. Because I was in the Cayman Islands, and there I was watching the movie Yardy, Yardy, which is a Jamaican movie, a good movie, or it's a series. Maybe it's a series. I was watching it. But in Holland it's not on Netflix. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna continue watching this this movie when I'm back in Holland. But then here it's not on Netflix. Then you got the Book of Clarence that came on Netflix here yesterday. Okay, which even though it's in many points mockery towards this truth, it's I don't deem it to be wrong to look at this movie, because our minds is fucked up. Our minds is really corrupted, and our minds is really fucked up because of all these images that Esau done put out about Israel. You know, if you think about, if you say the word Jew, you think about a bunch of crackers, a bunch of Amalekites. um, Certain series that are out there having Apostle Peter, Apostle Paul walking around as a bunch of heathens, you know. So in order to get all these images out of your mind, you know, to watch a movie like that, man, it did something to me personally. It really did something to me when I was watching and I saw Jerusalem and I saw just only Jake walking the streets, man. I was like, wow. It gives you an insight of what it looked like, you understand? And even though there was some bullshit going on in the movie, you know, it does give you some insight. Okay, let me see. So yeah, the word it's like the word perverse, because that's really what this generation is. It comes from the French. Okay, perverse, unnatural, degenerate, contrary. So they are contrary to the ways of the Most High, man. Okay, now before I go to that, I want to point out where she got that title from. They, them. This is Mark chapter 5 verse 15. And they come to Yahushua and see him. Slack it. Let me open it up real quick. Not Slakia, not Mark. This is Luke chapter 8 verse 29. Let me start at 28. When he saw Yahushua, now let me start it. Actually, let me just start at 26. And they arrived in the country of the Gadarenes, which is over against Galilee. And when he went forth to land, there met him out of a city a certain man which had devils long time, and wear no clothes, neither abode in any house, but in the tombs. When he saw Yahushua, he cried out and fell down before him, and with a loud voice said, What have I to do with thee, Yahushua, thou Son of God, Son of Yahweh, Most High? I beseech thee, torment me not. For he had commanded the unclean spirits to come out of the man, for oftentimes it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and in fetters, and he brake the bands and was driven of the devil into the wilderness. And Yahushua asked him, saying, What is thy name? And he said, Legion, because many devils were entered into him. You see that? Look what it says in the NLT. Yahushua demanded, What is your name? Legion, he replied, for he was filled with many demons. Thus a plural pronunciation, right? Legion, meaning multiple. So you calling yourself they, them, just shows you that you got a legion on you, which you don't believe in a legion. You deny everything that is spiritual or, you know, scriptural. Now they are perverse, like it says, contrary. Now this is what the scripture says, Proverbs 29:27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So whatever the scriptures say and whatever we be going into, they say the opposite. Whatever the Most High says is righteous, they say the opposite. They call good evil and evil good. Okay, so the brother Chazak ben Yehoiada, 2 Ezra 6:54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Now, why do we all come from the chosen Adam and Eve? Because all the other Adamites produced children too, but they died. Because the lineage of Adam and Eve is the chosen lineage and went down to Noah. Okay, from Adam, the descendant of Adam is Noah, and Noah survived the flood. So the children of the other Adamites, they didn't survive, neither did they. So we all come from those chosen Adam and Eve. Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's how the earth is turned upside down, because of the wicked rulership of Esau. You understand? He allows all this garbage to happen, man. That's why you had this Skittle gang bugging the hell out, because Donald Trump said what he had to say. He said, like, listen, man, I ain't gonna let this shit slide. You know, this folly. No more Transformers in women's sports. No more Transformers in women's sports. Here it is. You see Transformers, you know, from male to something that's supposed to look like a female, joining women's sports, but you don't see a woman supposedly transforming into a male joining male sports. You get knocked the fuck out, man. Whatever you wanna, you know, get into, you get fucked up, man. Go ahead and join the male boxing team. Go ahead and join the male sprint team. You ain't gonna be nowhere to be found, man. You know, that's perverse, man. It's contrary. It's wicked. It goes against nature itself, man. Okay, and another thing before I close out, man. Within their whole terminology and all this alphabet squad type of shit, they say that they are B, which the word B is a Latin word which means two. Okay, B means two. So that already shows you how many, you know, types you got. What are you doing, man? Podcast. So that's already showing you how many genders you got, man. I didn't want to use that word, but it is what it is, man. Times is short, man. We need to get the fuck up out of here, man. This place gotta be destroyed soon, man. Leveled out down to the ground, even to the foundations, man. Because this shit is only gonna get worse and worse by the day. That's why the scriptures say Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And where was that? In Sodom and Gomorrah. What is America called? Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. You see? Now, not everyone is going to see that. But guess what? He that hath an ear, let him hear. The prophecies are speaking, man. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai had made Sodom and Gomorrah an example. How not to live. Now, guess what? The world don't give a shit about that. That's what makes them perverse. That's that Proverbs chapter 14. The upright fear the Lord, but the perverse despise him. You see? The perverse in this world despise the Lord. And how do they despise him? By doing everything that the Most High forbid. That's how Esau pushes it too. When you go to the courthouse, and what do they let you do? They let you swear on the Bible. They let you swear on the Bible with your left hand. You got to swear on the Bible which the Most High in the same Bible says, thou shalt not swear. Okay, in the same Bible, it says it's better not to swear at all. You see? So why are they supposed to swear? Why are they swearing? On top of that, with their left hand, why are they swearing? You see? That's pledging your allegiance with Satan, man. That's what they make you do. They make you go against the ways of the Most High. That's how he gets his power. That's how he gets his, you know, his funk. Alright? So yeah, man, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Bashem Kakadash. Shalom to the elect.